Well, while we shift the chairs around here on the set for our next guest, I want to remind you you're watching Money TV, and our website is MoneyTV.net. And for free information, call us toll-free at 888-259-4449. And I guess we're set, joined now by Mr. Matthew Schisler. He's the CEO of Cord Blood America, stock symbol CBAI. Matt, good to see you again.
Hey, Don, good to see you.
You know, Matt, I have, of course, your company is involved in the stem cell industry, and I think even as much as we've heard about stem cells in 2006, 2007, 2008, that industry really seems to have found its running legs, I guess, in 2009. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I do agree. I think the new administration obviously putting an emphasis on the stem cell research and development has really added legs. Once the administration starts talking about it, then the financial markets get behind it. You're starting to see a lot of money pouring into the industry, and that's good for everybody in the industry, including Cord Blood America.
Now, of course, the big thing that the administration got behind was funding research for embryonic stem cells. That has always been the very controversial issue of stem cells. You folks aren't involved in that side of it at all, are you?
That's correct. And I'll make it a point to the viewers in the audience. We're in the business of storing umbilical cord blood stem cells for families. That means families pay us to store the stem cells from the umbilical cord, which are a perfect match for the baby. Now, these stem cells are what's called hematopoietic. They're used to repopulate the immune system if, God forbid, that child ever contracts something like cancer or leukemia. Now,
this is relatively new to many people who are having children or may have just had children. I remember when my wife and I, our daughter was born in 2001. That option wasn't even made available to us. We didn't know anything about it, and to this day we wish it would have been. How are you getting the message out to expectant parents that when their child is born, this is something they should really consider doing?
Well, we built our model around the insurance industry and understand the logic on this. Right now, parents are the only ones that pay to store umbilical cord blood stem cells. Now, we believe in the future that the insurance partners, of which we built some relationships with to become their preferred or exclusive provider, at some point may start paying to store for stem cells, even if it's just for high-risk families. So other companies, use the doctors and the hospitals, which are all a really good channel to sell through, but we believe that partnering with the insurance companies for the insurance companies to tell their constituents, if you will, that this is our preferred provider for storing stem cells, it tends to be a really good avenue for us. And we see ourselves growing throughout the entire United States by creating more partnerships with insurance companies, benefits plans, employers, PEOs, and so forth.
Now, I know over the last couple of years you were involved in a very strategic and aggressive acquisition program. You've basically made yourself the fourth largest such company in the United States by doing so. Do you see that kind of growth continuing?
I do actually, Don. We in 2008 and early 2009, I've been on your show many times, we talked about, okay, this is the time to get rid of the debt, restructure the company, get towards cash flow positive. And the management of Cord Blood America believes that we're there with those goals. I mean, we're right about being cash flow positive or running cash flow positive as an organization. And so what we wanted to do before we made any more acquisitions was get there. We're kind of there, and so we're going to be extremely aggressive in 2009 in acquiring more samples. The samples are the umbilical cord blood stem cells that are stored, and they're considered assets. They cash flow. Parents pay $125 a year to keep the samples stored. It's an 18-year contract, less than 1% bad debt. It's the closest thing to a biological annuity that anyone could see.
Okay, once again, Cord Blood America, CBAI is their stock symbol. Matt, thanks for the update.
Thanks, Don.